Hello, how are we doing today? How are we doing tonight? Wherever you are in this great big world, I hope you're doing alright. Today is Sunday, April 7th, 2019. Today, I'm bringing you a video on the pine cone. But not just any pine cone video. Oh no, my brothers and sisters. I am bringing you a video on the pine cone and the usage of the Necronomicon. One of the greatest tools that the practitioner of the Necronomicon must have. Now, sadly, it does not speak of it in the book, but if you go back and do your history research, you will find that it is a very important tool. Now, I found these two beautiful specimens on Saturday. I just happened to notice on Friday when I went to Burger King on the corner here that there's a shitload of pine trees. As I was leaving the drive-thru, I noticed a shitload of pine trees, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I see pine cones everywhere. I'm like, oh hell yeah. But I had food to take home, so I couldn't stop and pick them up. I said, I'm going to get these on Saturday. And I did. Pine cones have various shapes, variations and species, but they all do two things. They protect the seed of the tree, and they all have a spiritual, mystical, and magical purpose. Now, the Necronomicon does not speak of the pine cone, at least not in a blunt, obvious sense. But if you, like I said, do your historical research, you will find that the pine cone is very vital. It is connected to the pineal gland, your third eye. It is connected to that, and not only just in Mesopotamia, consisting of Sumeria, Akkad, Babylon, Assyria, and various others. Nor we just go a few miles towards Egypt. Or we head up north to Europe. Or if we head to Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia. Or how about we go over to America, the Native Americans, the South and Central Native American Indians. No matter where you go, the pine cone consists of a spiritual and mystical representation of the third eye, of being spiritually awakened, like when the pine cone releases the seed of the tree. It opens up. It's different variations, but all contain the same message. And as you can see here, this pine cone looks very similar to the ones I'm holding. These beautiful species. I'm used to small pine cones. I'm not used to big pine cones at all. And I found out these can get way bigger. But what does this have to do with the Necronomicon? Okay, well, you stated that it works with the third eye. It's a good representation to have with the third eye. And it does have other mystical and magical uses, but you might want to check around. Like, you can make incense out of it, oil out of it. It's good for abundance, money, you know. But you might want to check around. But we're focusing on the Necronomicon. That's what this channel is about. Or trying to. So we see here, and depending on your interpretation, or depending on the historical museum accuracy, you're going to find this same image repeated a couple of times. Now, I've seen the same image repeated as the Sumerian figure, the Anunnaki, the Babylonian god Marduk, various interpretations. Me personally, I can go either way. Now, what is he doing? Well, there's a couple of different pictures depending on which region of the Necronomicon myth you are following. Now, this is supposedly Sumerian, but they all kind of look alike. Now, he's holding the pine cone. Now, what is he doing with the pine cone? And why has he got a bucket? Well, there's a thing called the cone and bucket, which is a very practical and important usage. Now, my brother from the Black Tower, if I remember correctly, he used the cone and bucket method as well. Back in September of 2018, he made a video where he made a Pazuzu statue, and he talked about the pine cone. He used the pine cone to help heal his wife from a fever, if I remember correctly. I just remember key parts. It's been stuck in my head. So, I am known to get things wrong. But, oh, what the hell. I'll put the video in the description. You could check it out for yourself. But, regardless of all that, he used a pine cone. Now, the cone and bucket method. You take a pine cone. You dip it into the bucket, which can consist of blood or water or the seeds of the specific tree that the pine cone is protecting, because there is like over 128 variations of the pine cone in tree form. And there's even more variations consisting of the spruce and a Christmas tree, the fir. So anyway, now sometimes you will have the water mixed in with the seeds. This is symbolic of cleansing and purifying the tree of life, if I remember correctly. I don't have my notes with me, but so don't quote me on that. But you use it to cleanse and purify and help grow. Now we come here and we see the exact same figure, and he is cleansing the offering. As you can see down at the bottom, offerings to a god. This is just one variation. Now, we get into, I believe this is the Assyrian, I believe. And you can see the Tree of Life right in the middle, the Anunnaki at the top, and the gods with the pine cone in the bucket. You see what I'm saying? They're cleansing and purifying and help the Tree of Life grow. Now let's swing over to the Assyrians with the Ap Kalu, or the Gane. They too, in the similar image, have the pine cone and the bucket, doing the exact same thing. These are the protectors. These are the guardians. And as we can see here, they too are helping the Tree of Life grow, be cleansed, and protected. Now, when it comes down to the practice of the Necronomicon, how should we use this most vital and important tool? Exactly what we just went over. Now, I don't recommend using blood. I really don't recommend that. In fact, you forget that. Okay? And if you don't forget it, I will come to your home and I will make you forget. Anyway, seriously, I wouldn't recommend the blood. And if you do, I would maybe use like a drop or two. But I would mainly, personally, use the the cleansing and purifying method. Basically taking a bucket of water, dipping your pine cone, and you know how you would see priests in movies cleanse a room and bless a room? They would shake the little thing full of holy water. That's basically what you're doing. You dip it in the water and you shake it and you say your cleansing or your protection. And you go around in each room. Now you can purify objects with it. You dip it in the water and you shake it over the said object that you would like to purify. You don't have to dip it all the way in, but just enough to wet it and to make it cause a little splashback. So, and if we go off the record, I would personally use this as an altar offering. For example, calling upon a deity that can help you with the opening of your third eye. Like, for example, if we go back to the interpretation of Marduk, especially if you are a practitioner, give it and offer it to Marduk, and or possibly any other of the gods, especially ones that can help you with your mental mind's eye, if that makes any kind of sense, to help you with your to help you see beyond, your third eye, or see through people's bullshit, basically. And I am sorry I have just completely went duh on that, but you get what I'm saying. Know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't specifically say in the Necronomicon that you have to have this. Like I said, I watched my brother's video, and it clicked, and it's like, oh, hey, I need a pine cone. And, well, I finally got one here. So, actually, I plan on getting a little, well, not a little, but a lot more. But, it's an important tool. It has deep spiritual and mystical and magical meaning. And like I said, you can use it to cleanse, purify, and you can also go the witchy way and use it for oils, incense, use in rituals for money and abundance. That's another thing we can use in the Necronomicon. If you work with Ziku, or any of the names or gods that offer prosperity, you could use it in your ritual. It doesn't necessarily have to be Ziku, since the pine cone is abundance and prosperity as well. whether it be financial, whether it be agriculture, you know, it can be just knowledge, you know, abundance and prosperity, you know. But I'm going to shut the hell up now because I feel like I'm not making sense. That being said, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to hit that little bell icon to stay informed. If you want to come find me, my social media links are in the description. Be sure to read the description. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I will get to them as soon as possible. And on that note, I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Love you all. Bye.